We've tried a brand new way of assessing people on the Microsoft Project Advanced course, and the brand new way includes a project, which is on the right hand side here, and the Excel spreadsheet on the left. So there are two files. They have to work on this file here, obeying those instructions there. Now, first up, it must be said that there's not complete correlation between those details there and over here. Here, for example, I have it in critical path view, and I have slack time. So it's probably the wrong graphic, but I do expect the people being assessed to be able to join the dots, really, and to be able to say, okay, it's the same project. And I say multiple times in the instructions that it doesn't have to look exactly the same. So they're given this file here, and they're given these instructions, and the first sheet is an explanation. And let's just zoom in there. In fact, let's just maximize and then zoom in over here, and let's have a look. Here's your project. It'll be sent to the shared folder. You can get it here. You must answer all the questions on the sheet to the right. The pass mark is 80%. The links below are to help you. Golden rules. Your numbers, dates, costs do not need to be the same as the graphics provided here. Do not jump around. Finish a sheet and then move on to the next. You can see here there are a number of sheets at the bottom. 2 are red, and we'll get back to that. All right. The highlighting and the summary task. So I should probably just remove that and then give another screen cap where the summary tasks are not highlighted, because we found that highlighting summary tasks, which would be done this way, does introduce some problems when it comes to display. So for example, if I went like this and it'll make those yellow, etc., but no, rather not. Okay, good. Let's restore that. All right, well, let's minimize that. Okay, good. So, first set of instructions. Oh, by the way, before we get there, these are hot links over here to the manual, my YouTube channel, the exam questions on the course. You can ask AI so that they go straight through to ChatGPT if you want to ask it a question. And there's my email address. Okay, right, schedule. So the first questions on the schedule are as follows, and already I have a mistake here because those arrows aren't even pointing to the right place, so I'll probably delete them right now. Open the small build project, save it as small build your name, set the start as Monday last week, resolve the overallocation method. So already this is the wrong graphic, and I can fix that, but let's have a look at the project file. So the whole point of the first thing is to sort out the resource overallocations, and that's easily done. You'll see that it really has to do with the carpenter. We've only got one carpenter, and while it would be very easy to raise this to 2 and sort the problem out, I'm really looking for other more innovative methods, and one would be, of course, going to resource level selection, resource level all, playing around with these options to get rid of that. But I do introduce some parameters, and the parameters are as follows. Your constraints: try to keep the schedule as close as possible to the current one and try to keep the baseline the same. Now, one delegate did ask me, well, you asked us to move it to last Monday. We're not keeping the schedule the same. No. You can move it to last Monday. I want you to keep the schedule the same length as far as possible. Okay, so here we have a total of, you can see here under durations, 10 days, 4 days plus 3 days, and there's a bit of overlap and so forth. Okay, all right, so there we go. Sorry, 10 plus 4 plus 3, there we go. All right, so that's the first thing you have to do. Let's go back to the instruction sheet. The next thing that you have to do is critical path analysis. Show critical tasks, so that's fairly straightforward. You would know that you would need to click on Gantt chart format and critical tasks. Add normal text column to the entry table. Now, extra notes. Now, I did realize later that I'd already done this. This was a bit of a freebie for the group, but I think I got it at the end here. Eh? Extra notes, there it is. I asked them to create that. But just a note on how to create that, you would simply choose a text column, and in this case, we'd have to choose text 2 because we've already chosen, we've chosen text 10, and text 1 is available. So you can go text 1, right click, go down to custom fields, and here you'd be able to rename. Okay, extra notes. All right, so you can put extra notes in there, but it's a bit of a freebie. Next time I run the assessment, I won't have that in there. Okay, all right, good. So far so good. Lots is already done. In fact, Show slack time on the project. That's fairly straightforward. That's click on Gantt Chart format, slack time. Create WBS code and show the column. Well, once again, they got a freebie. Let's go and look here. The freebie is they've got the WBS. The column is there already. The smart ones kind of realized that and kind of went on. Okay. But I understand if some people were confused, and I shouldn't be showing all of this because this is other stuff, so I'll cut this out of the video. All right, good. Let's go back to the instruction manual. All right, customization. Create a table, name it your name, include the following fields: ID, identifier card, task name, resource name, a duration, extra notes. That shouldn't be there. Okay, and that's the table. Add grid lines, add the task names to the left. Now that's fairly straightforward. So what do we do there? So to create the extra table, you would need to go to View Tables, More Tables, or New, More Tables, and then New, and create your extra table. You would create your extra table by populating it with the fields there. Okay, just remember, task name isn't task name, it is name. There we go. All right, that's one of the things that, and resource name isn't resource, it's resource name. Okay, so those kinds of foibles you have to remember. Name it after yourself, put it in the menu, and activate these two down here. So that's how you create your table. Good. Let's go back to the instruction manual. I'm getting old, so I forget the questions. Add grid lines, that's right, and add task names. Good. Okay, so let's go back. Grid lines are fairly straightforward. Right-click grid lines and add the grid lines. I'm not going to show you how. Add the grid lines. Then adding the task name to the left. If it is in critical task view, you might have a few problems because we found that there is a bit of a gremlin. Now it doesn't show. So turn your critical tasks off. You can turn them on back later. And if you double click in the white space here and you go down to text, you can put your name, not task name, name there, and that will show everything. Okay. All right, there we go. I'm actually giving the answers here in some cases. Good. Costing. Set the baseline provided you have no over allocations. Open the costing table. And once again, your costs do not have to be the same as these. Okay, it's just a display. Add a contingency column. See, let the calculate 20% on top of the baseline cost. You see contingency column here? This is in Excel, so the formula isn't here. The formula is cost plus times 0.2. Now you would add a column much like I did just now, but you would use cost 1 or cost 2 or cost 3 as your choice, as your category. Okay. All right. Filter out all tasks costing more than 10,000. Save the filter as high cost. So when you create a filter, just remember you want to filter out if we were to go to cost. All right, do we have cost here? Yes, we do have cost. If we were to filter out, we would go to filters greater than 10,000. All right. But here's the magic button to save the filter. That's what I'm asking people to do. Okay, good. Add a cost resource to the resource sheet and call it ECC, assigned to the final milestone. When it comes to cost resources, I like assigning them to the final milestone, but you can assign them anywhere. Right, but I asked you to assign it to the final milestone. So you would need to go here and we would call it ECC, okay, which is Electrical Compliance Certificate, or COC as some people call it, and a cost resource, and there we go. All right. And what you would do is you would call it 3,200 Rand, go to Gantt Chart, go to Roof Wedding Party, resource, assign resources, and we would add the ECC there. Assign. Notice, I didn't give it a cost, but you would need to do that. Notice, it doesn't put it here. Just please notice that, okay? All right, very good. Let's go back to the instructions. Need to start a new video. Right. Now, the instructions again. Timeline views. This is fairly straightforward. I want 2 timelines, one with phase 1 up there, and one of those must be a call out, the little one, and then a second timeline. Please note that 2013 and 2010 users cannot do double, so I've just said here, put all the tasks onto one timeline for 2013, 2010. And then down here, I want to change the team planner view, just the colors in the team planner view. That's for 2016 plus users. 2010, 2013 users can't do that. Okay. All right, then create a view named after yourself, and I don't have the graphic here. It must be a split screen. So if we went back to project and we split the screen, view, and went to details. Okay, over there, and down below, we would activate down below and then change down below to the resource graph. What have I said in the instruction? Okay, I've said in the instruction, detail Gantt on the top. So yeah, that would be the different view. I haven't quite done it here because it's Gantt on top, not detail Gantt. So you need to create that. And if we create here and we scroll to task, you'll see there, you've got the beautiful Manhattan over there. That's what I want. I want that view, but the detail Gantt on top. And I want, just like mine is over there, I want your name on the left-hand side. Okay, you know how to do that. Okay, just here's a clue. Click on More Views, New, Combination. All right, good. Now, these two are red because 2010 people can't do them. Okay, all right. They got a reprieve for that. So, reporting. I want you to get into the cost overview report and to modify it so that my table is fully extended, so that my S-curve looks like this. Colors are not critical, but it looks more detailed. There are labels on it. I can track the S. I can look across dates, etc. These are reduced or increased all to the same size. And then this little representation of costs per phase is in the bottom right-hand corner. That's what I want. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see. What did we do? All we need to do is let's get rid of the split. Double click in the middle there. We go to report. We go to costs. Dashboards, cost overview, and here they are. So what you would need to do, firstly, move this one down. Secondly, let's make that. Oh no, this pesky thing here is to get rid of it. You click on it, click on the border, press delete. Right click. Don't click the blue because you'll go through to the web. Who knows why Microsoft put that there? Okay, and right click, click on the border and delete. That's what I want you to do with all of those. And then I want this one much bigger. And then I want this one, I want that cumulative taken out. It has no place there. And then I want the design to look like maybe this or whatever. And then we add the data labels up there. We need to get rid of this little percent complete thing there because it means nothing. So we got dates, we got amounts, we got the S-curve. It is beautiful. Right. Then I want a brand new one. This is the last question. A brand new one like this with your name up there. Okay. No, this is not the last, second to last. They're still tracking. So your name up there. So let's have a look there. So how would we go brand new? We'd go report, we'd go custom, we'd go more reports. Okay, I've done it there already. So let's go open it. Cumulative cost, no, not that one. Let's say, so people must have got confused. Oh, look, they got this in already. Oh, lucky them. Okay, that's fine. There it is. And there we go. The different resource cost distributions for this particular project. Okay, there it is. There it is. But if they would have gone to a report, custom, more reports, and a new report, they could have created that from scratch with their name there, and they could have inserted a chart, a 3D pie chart like this. The big trick here is to not go to work, is to go to costs. Secondly, and here not task but resources. So we go to resources, and instead of work, we turn work off. A bit of destabilization going on there. People feeling insecure. There's nothing in there, but you just need to put the cost in. Cost, there we go. Then we need to add the data labels, and preferably on the outside end. Data labels, outside end. There we go. All right. Good. We need to maybe clean some of them up. So, for example, we move that one out there. Move that one out there. Okay. Move that one out there. There we go. So we can clean them up over there. Looking good. We might want to put the label on. Now, in order to do that, you would go to chart elements and data labels, and you would go to more data label options, and then you could add your category as well. So there we go. It would add the category. Right, 5 minutes into the video. Let's go to the next question. What was the next question? Last question. Track the project. Track the project. Last Monday, current date, mark the project on track, and look not identical to the left. You can see we're behind schedule here. It must be tracked. So that is fairly straightforward. What we do there is we go back to the Gantt chart. We right click on the Gantt chart. Oh, let's just move this one. Where are we sitting in 2023? So let's just move this project to last Monday. All right, so I'm going today. All right, and then I'm going again to move it to last Monday. Let's put it in last Monday. So what you would do, there's last Monday, you can see that. So you would right click here, progress lines, display at current date. So there's the progress line, and then you would have to select all tasks and mark on track. There we go. There we go. All right, not quite straight, but still a project manager's dream. Okay, and that is the very quick whistle-stop tour on the final assessment.